It's your girl, Lady CEO. And listen, this is your Talk of the Street pre-show, baby. Listen, so on this pre-show, I'm just going to be giving you a little bit of what you can expect during the full show that starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so listen, in this segment, I'm going to bring you the 804 News update, all right? So, shouting out the vegan businesses on the block, baby. Listen, first, starting at 7:30 p.m., I want to go into detail about some vegan eats in the streets, okay? Businesses from VA, from soul food to fast food favorites to sweets and snacks. Listen, we have them all available for you here, right here in Richmond, y'all. And also in some surrounding areas as well. But listen, even if you aren't vegan, I am here to tell you, and I wouldn't tell you a lie. Do you understand me? You would definitely love these food choices, okay? Even if you are not vegan, I'm not lying to you. You're gonna fall in love with them, and you can tell them that you heard it right here on Talk of the Streets. That's Talk of the Streets with a Z Baby TV. I'm gonna give you the full scoop on those businesses starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next, Veg in the Berg, all right? So Veg in the Berg is a supporter of local vegan businesses, all right? So here's the thing. I attended a Veg in the Berg festival or a vendor's fair, if you will, a few weeks back. It was like the end of July, okay? And it was amazing. Being from Richmond and having all of these resources available to you and, moving to where we moved to, and it's like a food desert, it was very refreshing to see so many vegan options in the room, babe, from barbecue to French fries to to whatever the sweets, to all types of stuff. What you say? Chicken. Okay, my co-producer said chicken, baby. Plant-based chicken, that is. It was so many vegan options. Had a reggae band in the room. Had a wellness coach in the room that did a little bit of yoga right in there, honey. Listen, it was phenomenal. So shout out to Veg in the Berg, and I'm going to tell you rather, how you can support that organization. All right, brought to you by your partners in wellness. And you can be sure that this information will be tagged on our social pages, okay? Listen, baby, it's the Talk of the Streets. All right. Now, also, last but not least, I want to give a shout out to Petersburg High School. That's right, Petersburg High School, baby. You should know that, yes, indeed, I am from Richmond, Virginia, 100% homegrown, baby. Shout out to Henrico High School while I'm here, and shout out to Armstrong High School, of course, okay? But Petersburg High School and Armstrong High School have their first games together on this Friday, okay? And my son is in the high school marching band. Hello? Hello? Okay? So I'm super excited about that. I wanted to shout out the babies. Petersburg High School is one of the last schools to attend school here in the Virginia area. Well, Virginia and Tri-Cities area. So I'm just excited for all of the local schools to be back in school and to just participate in what they have going on. Shout out to VSU as well. I met up with some pretty amazing students at VSU last week, and I cannot wait to work with them. Listen, y'all, this is the 804 update, and I'm here to update you about what's happening in the streets and give you the streets eye view. Make sure that you stay tuned in because at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be back with the full episode of Talk of the Streets. That's Talk of the Streets with a Z, y'all. And if you have anything that you would like me to promote or shout out, show off for you, then make sure you connect with me at Talk of the Streets TV. That's Talk of the Streets with a what? With a Z. Talk of the Streets TV at gmail.com, baby. We'll be right back. We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You bought your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the street. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You bought your purpose, make it work the face. The only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can know the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk of the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. Artists owners go get us there. We got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dreams. Somebody right around the corner saying that can be me. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You bought your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the street. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You bought your purpose, make it work the face. The only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can know the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk of the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. Artists owners go get us there. We got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dreams. Somebody right around the corner saying that can be me. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You bought your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the street. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You bought your purpose, make it work the face. The only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can know the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk for the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. Artists owners go get us there. We got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dreams. Somebody right around the corner saying that can be me. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You bought your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the street. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You bought your purpose, make it work the face. The only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can know the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk for the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. Artists owners go get us there. We got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dreams. Somebody right around the corner saying that can be me. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You bought your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the street. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You bought your purpose, make it work the face. The only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can know the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk for the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. Artists owners go get us there. We got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dreams. Somebody right around the corner saying that can be me. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You bought your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the street. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You bought your purpose, make it work the face. The only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can help the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk for the street, one of the best. It's talk for the streets. Street talk for the streets. Artists on us, go get us in. We got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dreams. Somebody right around the corner saying that you can be. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You bought your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the street. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You bought your purpose, make it work. The face the only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can help the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk of the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. Artists on us, go get us in. We got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dreams. Somebody right around the corner saying that you can be. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You bought your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the street. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You bought your purpose, make it work. The face the only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can help the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk of the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. Artists on us, go get us in. We got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dreams. Somebody right around the corner saying that can be me. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets.
I think I lost my mind. The crackers took my mind. I think I lost my mind. Now I don't wanna find it. I think I lost my mind. The crackers took my mind. Don't let them take your mind. I think I lost my mind, but I don't wanna find it, and I won't tell no lies. My every word be binding, put my name on the line. Right by that X and sign it on. I self-flow and master, me I am God and guidance. I've been on my grind, searching outside of myself for the things that I want, like the dollar sign. A bitch with ass, a face you can see from the front, and a foreign ride. So I can look right in your eyes when I pull up a stunt. Now I just don't give a fuck. No, that won't give me love. No, that shit can't give me peace. No, it can't give me back marble of free. No, it can't take all that hate from the streets. Or take the hatred outside of police. Put it into generational peace. It's hard to forgive when niggas get killed. You gotta lay in the bed that you made. And they got some stains on their sheets. My brothers in prison, I pray you release. Once you get out, you bring your receipt. If you catch a charge like a credit card, they say your life is a minimum fee. So we up with that to society, but life ain't free. Y'all been cheap, and they never paid us supposed to be. I know these motherfuckers hold me. I think I lost my mind, but I don't wanna find it, and I won't tell no lies. My every word be binding, put my name on the line. Right by that X and sign it on. I self-flow and master, me I am God and guidance. No, think I lost my mind, but I don't wanna find it, and I won't tell no lies. My every word be binding, put my name on the line. Right by that X and sign it on. I self-flow and master, me I am God and guidance. My niggas trapped in the trap. I know that you wanna be free. You wanna be free. You stacking that drug money. I pray that it be humble keeps. Open the door and let an opportunity for you to build up a better community. Enough for the jewelry, all of the foolery. That shit is rented, boy. You are not fooling me. I don't care how much ice you got. You ain't cool as me. And these crackers make you a tool to slave, cause they ain't using me. I defy you beautifully. Start a riot through the street. Fuck the lifestyle of the rich and famous, bitch. I ain't robbing leech. This ain't even about the money. Would do this shit for free. Should charge your arm and leg, arm, head, cause that's who I be. And it's deeper than you think. I might need a post of me. Like Nipsey Hussle was Black Jesus, both died at 33. Whoa. My mother said, they're gonna get you. I said, Mom, why they gonna get me? Because you must remember that you live in a society that supports a certain philosophy and a certain system. You be the color that you are, black, and then you're going against the grain, they're gonna get you.
Remember, I ain't had nobody, couldn't call nobody, was a lone body. You don't know the feeling having nobody. Struggling, trying to make a home probably, but I really don't need nobody. I don't see nobody, cause I am the body. I don't trust nobody, two little fingers up, so now it's just fuck everybody. Auntie say she gon' pray for me. I told her auntie need to pay lawyer with a Range Rover, push the rain over. I do the same for you, that's real talk. Die for what I believe, and go with the church and trusting them heathens. Shit for a reason, yo, here for a reason.
Here for a reason, my brother. So the other day, I was looking out the window, and it was raining. And I just thought about all the stuff going on in the world. And when I looked to the sky and wondered, is somebody crying for us? I come from a world you don't see till we get killed by police. So fuck the police, cause I got some dogs from the streets that these crackers won't let off that leash until they release. Pray that your cell full of meats, a hygiene and noodles and sweets. If that bring you ease, or find you some books you can read to escape from this place and be free. I run with some G's, gangsters and guys. I'm somewhere in between Rodney and Martin, one both of them kings. So even after you've been beaten, you still got a dream. Haters try to end up being, but that comes from they in the days. Once you give what you receive, silence I can sending my tears to the heavens, and they send them back down to me when it rains. When it rains. When it rains. When it rains. Playing like cousins when we was fifth graders. Couple years later, all I saw was danger. Start chasing paper and everything changed. We used to be close, now we fighting like strangers. Corrupted by hatred, so full of anger. When we caught them cases, was only teenagers. Nobody forgave us. Look what they gave us, man. How could you blame us? They meant to enslave us. Shout out my neighbors that went off to college. My niggas, you made it. Let's celebrate it. And we can't forget about the brothers that couldn't escape it. They want us to be separated. Call you my brothers because we related, connected through struggle. We link cause they change. Don't care if you black or Hispanic or Asian. They killing our babies to build up their nation. They want to train us to go against nature. Don't care how you mask it, I see what I'm facing. In face of the truth, you gon' run no embrace it. You take away something, you gotta replace it. They took away our land, took away our language, and then gave us names. The tricks of betrayal. I heard my ancestors crying and begging me change. And see they teardrops on the paper when it rains. 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 I feel like I'm drowning inside. I'm drinking, I'm trying to escape from the pain that I have. Man ain't supposed to cry, so I'ma cover my eyes. Why must I live in the skies? Soon as I think you're not looking, I dry my side. Try to hold back my tears, not be ties. It's been too long, things just been feeding me lies. Look how we live, we see the world is unsafe. Since we can't go out and play, every hood got on my head and I feel out of place. That's why that gun on his waist, he wanna run, that's why we call it the trap. Cause he can never escape, streets ain't the same. Tell me go to church, but I never trust them preachers. Say my ass is screwed, but I don't believe my teachers. Say I don't respect my elders, but y'all know I got some reasons. See a lot of bottles, but I never see no leaders. If it wasn't for that free lunch, they would never feed us. But you got that from them Panthers. Stop the lying, y'all some cheaters. Treat us like some criminals before they even need us. Think we just want some handouts, why they never reach us. I swear this a plantation and them cops is overseas. We do not follow orders, they gon' whip our ass and beat us. You rather work your job and just ignore the way they treat us. If you know a better way, why the hell you keep the secret? Try to tell me go to church, but I never trust them preachers. Send my ass to school, but I don't believe my teachers. Say I don't respect my elders, but y'all know I got some reasons. I see a lot of bottles, but I never see no leaders. Bless the bottle, baby. Oh, yeah. Ain't bless the bottle for you. Oh, yeah. Ain't bless the bottle, baby. Oh, yeah. Ain't bless that bottle for you. Oh, yeah. I know you don't understand, 'cause you ain't been from where I came. I just look there and I made my place. Keep your shame. Go home, you break the way that I'm not gonna look and do the same. I leave my footprints clearly back so they can see the way I came. I knew some niggas ballin' back when I was in these bleachers. Dying to give me some J's. They was killing those niggas when they was sending shells. All I wanted was Adidas. Well, we are gonna get our stripes. You a tiger or a zebra. Our mamas kick us out before we violate their leases. Daddy broke her heart and we were sleeping up the pieces. Still remember all the beings. I just pray I don't repeat this. Nobody could explain to us why our daddies leave us. Had credit around my way before I ever had the visa. And we be getting high, so the lows don't defeat us. They say we running wild, guess they just won't unleash us. They lock us in the cage, far away where they can't see us. Trying to tell me go to church, but I never trust them preachers. Send my ass to school, but I don't believe my teachers. Say I don't respect my elders, but y'all know I got some reasons. I see a lot of bottles, but I never see no leaders. Bless the bottle, baby. Oh, yeah. They bless the bottle for you. Oh, yeah. They bless the bottle, baby. Oh, yeah. They bless that bottle for you. Oh, yeah. I know you don't understand, 'cause you ain't been from where I came. I just took the hand they gave and I made my play, so keep your shame. You go home, you point the work, and I'm not gonna look and do the same. I leave my footprints clearly back, so they can see the way I came. Streets is so cold, and that's why we keep them haters. Fight to stay alive, 'cause we know our people need us. Indians missing the chief, all this mischievous. I see a lot of bottles, but I never see no leaders. Bless them bottles, baby.
We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You bought your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the street. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You bought your purpose, make you work the face, the only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation, and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can know the DMV ain't on the rest. When it comes to media, talk of the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. Artists on them, go get them, Zach. We got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dreams. Somebody right around the corner saying that can be me. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You bought your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets up for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets up for the streets. Empowering communities. Encouraging to do your thing. You bought your purpose. Make it work. The fake's the only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Streets up for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets up for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation. And we support some of the best. We put them on so they can know the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk for the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. Artists owners, go get them done. We got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dreams. Somebody right around the corner saying that could be me. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets.
What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to Talk of the Streets, y'all. You should already know I'm your girl, Lady CEO, aka the Purpose Pusher. And tonight, I just want to say thank you for tuning in tonight here on Comcast 95 or Verizon 36. Also on our live stream channels. Tuning in from YouTube, the website itself, baby. Where else we live at? Where else we at? Twitch. Shout out to my Twitch participants, y'all. Listen, you do it for me. You absolutely do it for me, okay? So listen, tonight we are going to get into a few things, okay? Definitely going to get into the businesses of the block, the celebrity of the city, and the RBA superhero, okay? So listen, if you have anyone that you would like to see me show off on this show, please make sure that you connect with me. Send me your information to Talk of the Streets. That's Talk of the Streets with a Z.net, y'all, so I can get you scheduled and show you off, okay? Just 100% interested in also some interns, okay? I know the Public Access Channel is interested in interns, and I'm interested in interns myself. Shout out to BSU. I met with a few amazing individuals last week for another organization that I am with. But nonetheless, if you are looking, you tuning in here today, if you know somebody, share this live with someone. Share this stream with someone. Use your mouth to let someone know about Talk of the Streets Entertainment, okay? We are a growing digital broadcasting organization, and we are just looking to continue to sow our seeds. We are looking to, continue to grow within our mission. So 100% interested in having some young people tag along with us, okay? So listen, you may have viewed our social pages. And if you have, you will notice that the companies that we started shouting out last week, we're going to make sure that they stay posted, pinned on the top of our page for the month, okay? So we have a few different advertisement opportunities available. a few different advertisement opportunities available for you all, okay? One definitely being to show off your video content, your visuals for celebrities of the city, your commercials for business owners, but most importantly, just the regular shares, right? Where we showcase your information on our social platforms. We feature you on our website in some form or fashion. We have several different opportunities for businesses, artists, owners, and leaders just like you. So make sure that you take advantage of it. There's nothing wrong with spreading your wings as many places as you can, okay? And I am here for my minority community and my minority families, organizations. Baby, listen, I want to show you all. So make sure that you connect with me. Send me your information to Talk of the Streets TV. That's Talk of the Streets with a Z, TV at gmail.com, y'all. All right. So, again, the Appomattox Event Center, Central VA's premier venue, is creating a luxury, all-inclusive experience, okay, for its customers at a competitive price, okay? This company is located at 9 West Old Street, Suite 100 in Petersburg, Virginia. You can find out more about the Appomattox Event Center by checking out our social page, preferably on Facebook, okay? You can find that information. It's a venue. You have a baby shower coming up. You want to host an event there. You got some entertainment. You want to sell some tickets for whatever the occasion. Guaranteed, Appomattox Event Center is going to support you in that in the Petersburg area. I want to shout out Petersburg because Petersburg it's really left behind. It's one of those places with a lot of amazing history, but unfortunately, it has been left behind. Right. The economic structure, the social structure, just communities and families at large. And so
as we go into, as the year progresses, what I'm beginning to realize is that it's so much potential for Petersburg. The ground, the soil is fertile, 100%. It's a lot of money being put into Petersburg now, so for the development of it all. So I encourage you to start sowing seeds right in that area. Okay. So shout out to the Appomattox Event Center. Next up is Yoshi Kids Academy. You already know how I feel about Yoshi Kids Academy here, y'all. The Saturday camp begins in the next couple of weeks. And so this academy is for children ages 5 to 12. Yoshi Kids focuses on confident youth entrepreneurship, social development, tutoring and academics, and of course, performing arts, y'all. So if you are interested, or you got a baby, a grandbaby, a niece, a nephew, because we're looking for the boys too. So if you have some children in your family that are interested in, you want to just keep them engaged and have them around an organization that's going to help them, work on what it is they love to do in life, and just, learn some skills, right? Some life skills in the mix of all that stuff. Yoshi Kids Academy is perfect for you. You can check that out, learn more, sow a seed, whatever the case may be. Bars, told y'all I have those bars from time to time. Have those bars, okay? But definitely check them out at YoshiKidsAcademy.org. That's YoshiKidsAcademy.org, okay? Again, these resources are going to be pinned on our social media platforms, okay? So make sure that you go and check that out. Give us a like or a share. Tell somebody about us who may not know about us here at Talk of the Streetz Entertainment Network, all right? Listen, so before I get into the other news, I definitely want to make sure that I shout out again the free services, okay? So, of course, I am Lady CEO, okay? Of course, I am the purpose pusher. Y'all hear the echo? That's eventually it's going to do that. It's going to echo and say pusher. Stay focused. So I want to tell you about some free services, all right? Listen, by way of my ministry, the Purpose Pusher Ministries, and if you are in need of support, or if you just want to find out if you are eligible for any type of social services, you can find help and apply for these services. Find additional resources to help your family through the tough times, because, child, listen, honey, family, I know what tough times feel like. I know they are. So, I just want to extend, the services through my nonprofit to you all. Okay, so if you need some support with finding out if you're eligible for any type of services that may benefit your family or help you work through a crisis that you may be facing, make sure that you visit my website at Zabi D. Morgan. That's ZabiDMorgan.com, y'all. It's also pinned on our social sites below, okay? Everything is sponsored through my ministry, the Purpose Pusher Ministries, and be sure to check out my book as well. When I talk about the Purpose Pusher, call myself the Purpose Pusher, right? It was divinely downloaded by the Most High God, okay? And because I am here through everything that it is that I do, I am 100% motivated to just support you in identifying your reason for being here on earth. That is the gist of who I am. I am here to support you in your endeavors to finding out what you are here to accomplish here on earth, okay? And so, that's where I get the purpose picture from. Because whatever your purpose is, we have a conversation about it, whether it's in your life focus or in your career focus, whatever the case may be. We tackle those things that may be holding you back, right? Breaking those chains, and we create a plan to build wealth, right? And first we want to understand, I want you to understand that wealth starts in the inside of you. So, sometimes you may not be able to get straight to the bag. Listen, sometimes you can't get straight to the bag because you have to tackle those things that have been holding you back for so long. You have to release those chains that have been holding you in bondage for so long. And that's okay, because if you don't, then you may just run back into that brick wall that had been preventing you in the first place. So anyway, I'm here to help you pursue your purpose. And once we identify what your purpose is, you tell me, you say, hey, Zabi, listen, this is what I feel purpose to do. I'm going to say, okay, did you have a conversation with the Most High? You're going to say yes or no. And if your answer is no, I'm going to say, well, take your butt over there to the Most High and meditate on it. Understand what is going on with you. Seek the provision so you can walk out the vision, and then come back and holler at me. That's how that works. And when you come back and you holler at me, then we'll create the plan of action to ensure that you are going to move forth and build whatever it is, you are led to do in life. And so I help you push your purpose in several different ways. Some of the ways that I push my purpose, I specialize in, is professional business services, of course. If you are interested in starting a business, you need some business maintenance. I say about 80% of my professional services for startups, I do not charge for. There is a video on my website right now that helps you, start a business. It gives you the basics of starting a business, okay, for free. Several different, human resource documents, templates are on my website, my professional services websites at wemeanbusiness.com, wemeanbusinessnow.com. You can find free downloads to help you with your onboarding on my website. The services I do tend to charge for is if you want me to do the work for you in terms of processing, your business registration or helping you apply for your EIN number, helping you file for your 501(c), helping you create your operating agreement, helping you, with your website design or administration of some kind. There are services that I charge for, but I'm gonna tell you something. 80% of my services I don't. 80% of my services I don't. Okay. And so if you need some help in making sure that you are creating solid ground for your purpose, then I'm here for you 100%. And also make sure that you check that book out, Profit in Your Purpose. Profit in Your Purpose gives you 7 steps to understand how what you went through in life can actually work for you in your life if you choose to pick up the tools and change your perspective about what happened to you to what happened for you, okay? Because listen, if it ain't purpose, it ain't gonna work anyway. You got that? If it ain't purpose, it ain't working. So this book provides you those 7 steps to understand how what challenges in your life could actually provide you the tools that you need in life, okay? So dive deeper and learn more about the Profit in Your Purpose book. All of that by searching Zabi D. Morgan. That's ZabiDMorgan.com, y'all, okay? And merch is coming soon. Make sure that you stay connected for the merch because I know that there's a lot of purpose pushers out here in these streets. Okay, I show them off right here on this show. Okay, but make sure that you stay connected for the merch because the merch is something that you can wear too. We all can be empowered. I know that I'm not the only purpose pusher out here on these streets, y'all. So the merch is definitely in store for those of you who are purpose pushers as well. All right. Again, if you need any type of human resource software, make sure that you check out Bamboo HR. You can find a link to get your free trial to Bamboo HR on my website by searching my links, what have you, okay? I am also a referral partner for Bamboo HR. Bamboo HR provides you the human resource software of your life, baby. They are one of the top HR companies in the world, Craig, in the world. Do you understand me? And so, if you do have any services that you need to receive for your business, make sure that you check it out at Talk of the Streets. Make sure that you check it out at ZabiDMorgan.com. That's ZabiDMorgan.com, y'all. So listen, before I carry on and give you the vegan eats of the streets, okay, we're gonna tap into our first guest, okay? We have Groundhog Entertainment in the building, y'all. Groundhog Entertainment in the building, y'all. So listen, give me a second while we get them in place.
We got the scoop that you want, and got the platform you need. You bout your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the street. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You bout your purpose, make you work the face, the only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation, and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can know the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk for the street, one of the best. Talk for the streets. Talk for the streets. Artists on us, go get us that. We got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dreams. Somebody riding around the corner saying that can be me. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Listen, so we are back. We are back with Talk of the Streets Entertainment, y'all. And we have our guest here tonight with Groundhog ENT, y'all, showing off tonight. So I want to welcome you here to Talk of the Streets.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes,
Thanks for
absolutely.
being here.
No problem. So before I get started with my questions and getting all into your business, let the people know who you are and what it is you do.
Groundhog Entertainment. You know, I'm a entertainment company out of Virginia. You know, I book shows. I produce music. You know, I do a lot. You know, I don't like to box myself in. So, you know, I do comedy shows. I do comedy shows together. I do a lot for real.
Okay. Okay, multiverse out here in these streets. Okay. So do you have any events? The people asking you, speak up a little bit. Make sure you're speaking up, okay?
Okay,
So do you have any upcoming events, anything that you're working on?
well, yeah, I got a show coming up September the 9th. I got T-Rail official after party.
Okay, shout out to T-Rail.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. How can the people purchase tickets or what's the scoop on that?
You can hit me up on Instagram, or you can check out Forsyth Cafe. They got tickets down there too.
Okay. Okay, down on Broad Street.
Broad Street.
Okay, Forsyth. All right. Now, what exactly? I know you're multiverse, right? You just gave us a spiel on that. But what exactly drew you into the music industry?
Say it again.
What drew you into the music industry per se?
Oh, we had a group. Well, still got it. You know, we started in like 2000, 2003, called VMA. You know, and it was like me and 10 more of my homeboys, and from then on, you know, we just kept going. You know, I just branched off and started Groundhog on my own. You know.
Okay. All right. So you make music?
Yeah, I make music too.
Okay, awesome. So tell us a little bit about your creative process. I know over the years we've had tons of music artists here, artists of all kinds, actually. And so tell us a little bit about your creative process. What really puts you in the zone to create?
I just listen to the beat and whatever the beat, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I feel off that beat, I just go off of that. So I just
So you gotta feel it.
yeah, I feel it. If I don't feel it, I ain't got nothing for it.
I hear that. That's right. So, now, have you ever during your performances, have you ever had like performance anxiety or anything like that? And if you have, maybe it's someone out here listening to us tonight that you'll be helping them through their anxiety. So how's performing for you?
I mean, I just go out there, man. I just try to be relaxed, you know. I know what I want to do, know how I want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and I just try to block everything out, you know, and everything comes off of that.
That's right. I know this was when I was in school though, y'all, and I had to perform on the stage and stuff. I had to find me a center point. If you got a little bit of anxiety, you know, this is what worked for me. You gotta find you something that don't move, or find you something you can tune off on, and just, you know, act like it's nobody else on the stage but you.
Yeah, once you get past that first one or two, you know,
Yeah.
then you get excited. You want to go out there. So like the jitterbugs and all that stuff, really go away like the first 2 times.
Okay. So what's your favorite part of the industry though?
To be honest, it's the reaction of the crowd for me.
Okay.
You know, I like to see what I put together, you know, and at the end, everybody have a good time, everybody came out, people go home safely, you know, and then the next day or whatever, everything that happened, people that took pictures or whatever, and they done posted it, and I be on social media, and I run through them, you know, and I see them, and I just like to see the people have a good time.
Feel good.
They done have a good time, and they say, yeah, I put that together.
Yeah, feel good, dog. Okay, so let's talk about your least favorite though. What's something you like, I can deal without?
It'd be the hate. It'd be the hate.
Ain't it, man?
You know,
For real.
the hate, you know what I'm saying? People gonna always try to find something to criticize about. They're gonna always have something negative to say.
Yeah.
You know, and that'll just be that. But once you learn to block that out and you just keep doing what you gotta do, I mean, you can't stop that. I mean, they on their job 24/7.
That's why, because, you know, and I like that. They on their jobs 24/7. Everybody got a job out here in these streets. You understand what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that I had to come I had to be okay with, because it's like they there to give you the pressure. Pressure make diamonds.
Yeah, for sure.
So, they are there to do exactly what they've come to do. Some people have came to sit in your corner. Other people came to hate, and you supposed to eat that. Okay, so it can give you gas. I match gas on it. You already know what coming after that. So, what is something I know? So you're having an event on September the 9th?
Yes.
Okay, at the Fort Cyber. That's what's going
Uh-huh.
on. Okay, so tell us a little bit about, what it takes to put this together. What can people expect during this event? What's going on with it?
Alright, like I said, I got T-Rob, he performing live. He gonna come through, show some love. I got a couple more artists that gonna come through and show some love. They gonna come open up for him. I got Chosen from Born Legend. I got C the Realist. I got AJ, he a singer.
Okay.
I got my home girl Mia Money. You know what I'm saying? She gonna come out and show some love.
Yeah.
I got Lily Chanel. She gonna come host it
Yeah,
for
Lily.
me.
Yeah. Okay.
DJ Sleep.
Mhm.
He doing the music. So I mean, we put it together.
Okay.
We gonna try to have a good time.
Hey, make sure
Y'all
y'all pop out.
Come out and enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And it's 420 friendly.
Come on.
You know what that is? It's 420 friendly.
I hear that. Okay. So, and maybe some artists out here, maybe somebody that has some type of creative, production that they want to put on, and they're looking for somebody like you to help them, spearhead the thing and put it out there. So tell people how they can connect with you in regards to that.
You can hit me up on Instagram, on Instagram. And I want to network with a lot of people, yo. I don't just do this for me.
Yeah.
I try to do this for Virginia as a whole,
That's right.
to bring more recognition to Virginia. Because I look at it, Virginia got a lot of talent out here.
Absolutely.
But I don't think we get the recognition that we deserve. But I see the talent out here. And like I said, that's what I basically do it for. So, I mean, you can hit me in the DM, and you got an idea, we might make it come to life.
That's right. And make sure so you can find it, your at that hot. Some folk don't. He said, I'm just working.
@_Groundhog Entertainment. It's the groundhog. It's the logo with the groundhog with the coochie shirt on. The logo right here.
All right.
So you see the logo? You got the right one when you see that logo.
That's right. Listen. And if you having a hard time finding it that way, make sure that you go to Talk of the Street Entertainment. That's Talk of the Streets with a Z. We have posted the information there, so make sure that you connect with it that way. You get lost that way, just make sure you reach out to us and ask us how can you get in contact with us. We'll put you in the right direction. So you mentioned, it's a lot of people that you would like to work with. You want to drop some names right now?
Nah, I ain't gonna drop no names. I be looking. I see a lot of dudes doing their thing for real though. Virginia's on the come up.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can say, man, keep pushing. Just keep pushing. You might don't think people see, but people see. And they ain't got a lot of people might don't hit that like button on you, but hey, they still seeing what you doing.
That's right. You can't always trust those SEOs. You can't always trust those likes and shares anyway. Okay. So in the past, right, all of the events that you've done, the music that you've created yourself, whether it was yourself or your artists, what has been some of your greatest moments? Give us your top greatest moments so far.
So far, I think, like I said, I've been doing this groundhog. Like I said, I've been doing music with my people's Bill Made since like 2003. I've been doing groundhog since for like 4 years, 4.5 years.
Okay.
So since I started that, I made history 3 times in 1 year last year.
Okay.
Within this year, I made history. It ain't in the record books, but it's history.
Come on.
I done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, I went and done the podcast in Atlanta for the homeboy in the apartments.
Okay.
And I went up there. I done the interview, and after the interview, he was like, man, you're the first person I ever interviewed from Virginia. And I said,
show it off us.
Go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. So I'm like, the first one. He's like, man, you're the only person I ever interviewed from Virginia.
Okay.
So So to me, it
That-
gotta be history.
Hey, listen, absolutely. Hey,
It gotta be
I
history.
always say you gotta be your biggest cheerleader. You can't wait
I
for
mean,
somebody to
and
show you.
I mean, like I said, I didn't know it until they told me.
Yeah.
You know, I would have walked out there and never knew it.
You didn't know you was making the books like that?
I ain't know it. But, hey, that's what it is. That's what it is.
That's all right. Okay. So if you could tell your 15-year-old self something based off of your experience and your wisdom that you've gathered over the years, what would it be?
First of all, I'd say, man, like, do your best, man, in whatever you try to do. You know, don't worry about the criticism that people will always say something.
Yeah.
I mean, try your best. If it's your dream, that's your dream. You know what I'm saying? It don't got nothing to do with nobody else, what nobody else thinks. You put in the hard work. You know, don't nothing comes easy. You know,
Right.
nothing comes easy. The easiest thing to do in the world is quit. That don't take no effort at all. You can quit right now. It ain't gonna, and it's done. You know what I'm saying? It don't take no effort to do that.
Yeah.
So believe in yourself, believe in God, and just keep pushing.
Yeah, I like that. So I want to thank you for being here tonight. But before we go, let the people know about your event that's coming up one more time, how they can get those tickets, and how they can stay in contact with you.
Groundhog Entertainment. You can hit me up at IG / Groundhog Entertainment. Like I say, you see the logo, you know that's me. We got the party coming up, the official after party for T-Rail, September the 9th, down at Full Cycle Cafe. Like I said, hosted by Lily Chanel, music by DJ Sleep. We got my homeboy Chosen, Born Legend coming out. Mia Money, she coming out. See the realest coming out, and a couple more people coming out, you know what I'm saying? But you can get the tickets, you can hit me up on IG, or you can go down to the club, and they got tickets down there at the club too.
Hey, listen, you heard it here. You heard it here on Talk of the Streets, y'all. It's the Streets I View. I'm Lady CEO. Got Groundhog ENT here. Listen, we're going to take just a minute's worth of break so we can get ready to tell you about these vegan eats, y'all. Make sure that you stay tuned in. Check the social media pages so you can connect it with Groundhog ENT. We'll be right back.
We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You about your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets up for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets up for the streets. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You about your purpose, make you work the face. The only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Streets up for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets up for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can pick. Community conversation, and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can do the DMV. When it comes to media, talk of the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. Artists on us, go get us, and we got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dream. Somebody riding around the corner saying that can be me. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You about your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the street. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You about your purpose, make you work the face. The only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation, and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can know the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk of the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. Artists on us, go get us, and we got what you need. You can be what you be. Go on and be about your dream. Somebody riding around the corner saying that can be me. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You about your passion, making it happen, showing you off in these streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. Empowering communities, encouraging to do your thing. You about your purpose, make you work the face. The only thing you need. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. Streets talk for the streets. It's the talk of the streets. One of the best you can bet. Community conversation, and we support some of the best. We put them on so they can know the DMV ain't gonna rest. When it comes to media, talk of the street, one of the best. It's the talk of the streets. Street talk for the streets. Artists on us, go get us, and we got what you need. You can be what you be. Go
Listen, and we are back, family. Okay, let me get that on my frame. Okay, listen. So we live. We are live here back on Soccer Street Entertainment Network, y'all. All right. So thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned in. I hope that you share this with somebody. That's fine over there. I hope that you share this with somebody who may not know about us, y'all. Make sure if you are an artist, owner, or community leader, okay, anywhere in the area, it don't even matter where you're from. I want to show you off here in Virginia. I want to show you off to our viewers everywhere online. Again, I want to shout out Grand Hog ENC for being here this evening, y'all. Okay, so the next things next. What we about to get into is our vegan eats. Okay, let me make sure I got, because y'all know I can be long-winded, and when I get excited, okay, we can get into it. So I want to make sure that I give you my top. This is my top 5, okay? My top 5. Ooh, child. Let me see. Some up there with the addresses on it. Okay, but we're gonna have these pinned in the social media, on the social media pages as well, okay? So my top 5, all right, with the purple right. Just like that. Let me see. Thank you. Had to get the addresses for you, baby, because you're gonna want some of this. You gonna want some of this, okay? But number 5, start with number 5, is my chickpea salad. You heard it. You heard me right. I didn't make a mistake. You heard it. I said chickpea salad. Now with the chickpea salad, it's kind of like a chicken salad. Okay? See, it's all about the flavor. It's all about the flavors that you put in there. You rinse off your chickpeas, dry them off just a little bit, then you smash them. Okay, you smash them, put a little celery, put a little sweet relish, put a little bit of your seasonings up in there. You put a little mustard. You feel what I'm saying? Sprinkle a little bit of sugar, that raw cane sugar. Okay, and the veganese is what I'm saying, because we talking about vegan treats. Veganese, don't knock it till you try it. You can use veganese on everything. You can use it for sour cream. You can use it on your sandwich, your deli sandwiches. Okay. You can use it in your chickpea salad. It's delicious. It's delicious. My children loved it, and you will too. That's number 5 on the list. Number 4 is home of the vegan soul food, y'all. Home of the vegan soul food is New Vegan Cafe, y'all. Here in Richmond, Virginia, on 417 West Gray Street in Richmond, Virginia. Y'all, when I say home of the vegan soul food, y'all, the chicken drummies, okay? The chicken drummies is where it's at. That's the star of the organization. And then you have your sweet candy yams and your greens and your okra, and they have the barbecue tofu. I don't mess with that though, but it look good and people say it's good. Oh man, all types of dipping sauces. My co-producer, my son here, said, they got the barbecue. They can dip the wings in. Your vegan soul food dishes, y'all. Okay, home of the vegan soul food dishes here in Richmond, Virginia is New Vegan Cafe, y'all. Shout out to New Vegan. I'll see y'all again soon. That's coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is the Beyond brand. You like what? In the store. Don't hold it up, okay? At your local Walmart, right? That's the place where you can find it at most. Publix has a few here and there, but definitely Walmart is where you can just about find almost anything. And the Beyond brand, particularly the breakfast sausages and the steak tips, okay? Love it. Now with the steak tips, let me tell you what my favorite. I have been vegan. Vegetarian, because I still sometimes that mozzarella cheese, sometimes it just tempts me so much, and I gotta pray on it. But I haven't eaten any meat. I haven't eaten any meat in going on 5 years. I haven't ate any pork in like 10 years. Okay. And I'm serious about no meat. Now you may get me on a snack. I ain't gonna even hold you. I'm not gonna sit right here and lie to you. I'm gonna be transparent because there might be somebody somewhere who dealing with what I'm dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? But nonetheless, stay focused. Nonetheless, the steak tips. One of my favorite meals for breakfast time used to be, and I can eat breakfast at any time of the day. Now I only eat one big meal a day, so I have to like plan when I want that big meal to be a breakfast meal, you know, vegan breakfast meal. So here we go. This is what I used to like. I used to like me a steak. Okay, you got to get comfortable when you say this because it make you feel you know the itis get you like that. So I used to like me a steak, fried apples. I had fried potatoes yesterday. It's still on my mind. Anyway, stay focused. Steak tips, fried apples, scrambled eggs, some grits. Is that it? Oh, French toast, baby. How did I almost forget the French toast, baby? I'm gonna say it again. Steak tips, scrambled eggs, fried apples, grits, and French toast, baby. Listen. That was my favorite breakfast meal. And when I stopped eating meat, I was like, I don't necessarily like this. I didn't like this for me. I didn't. Now I love it for me because I found things that I can work with. Certain meat replacements I don't rock with, but when I find one, because I come from a southern background, I'm talking about smothered pork chops and potatoes. I'm talking about chitterlings. Yes. I'm talking about chitterlings, baby. That's my background right there. So I'm not faking the funk when I say that these meat replacements. My co-producer over here laughing at me. I'm serious, okay? Am I lying? No. Right. So for me to be here in this moment and I'm like, y'all, try this meat replacement right here, baby. You better try it because I know what I'm talking about. So the meat tips, shout out to Beyond Meat, y'all. The steak tips with Beyond Meat are amazing. The sausages, I like the spicy ones. It remind me of pork. You know how pork sausage are kind of spicy. That's what it remind me of. And so, you know, they're very good. So that's number 3 on the list, okay? So number 2 is My Vegan Sweet Tooth, y'all. My Vegan Sweet Tooth is stationed in Virginia Beach. They came here to the Veg in the Berg event that happened a few weeks ago. Well, now almost a month ago now. And they brought their cinnamon rolls, baby. They brought their cookies. They brought everything that you're not supposed to have. They bought it. You trying? What was I supposed to have, Zabi? Those sweet things that you be telling yourself that you're not gonna eat anymore or eat too much of. They had it. That's what they have. And it's vegan, and it's very, very good. Shout out to My Vegan Sweet Tooth. You can find them at 3916 Virginia Beach Boulevard and Virginia Beach. Also, you can check them out online. Okay, now okay. You can find New Vegan online at New Vegan Cafe, and you can find My Vegan Sweet Tooth at My Vegan Sweet Tooth TH. Somebody stole their My Vegan Sweet Tooth, their blog. That's not it. My Vegan Sweet Tooth My Vegan Sweet Tooth 2 TH is how you can find the sweet treats of Virginia Beach. And sometimes they come down here. Listen, if we advocate hard enough, if we go shop with them hard enough, baby, I guarantee they'll open up a location here in Richmond, okay, and in Pittsburgh, Colonial Heights, Hopewell, whatever you want to call it. You know, I guarantee that they would do that. So it's up to you and me to advocate for these things here. So they are number 2 on the list, okay? Now coming in at number 1. Number 1, you should already know if you know this. Philly vegan, baby. Listen, y'all, it's Vegan Eats, the talk of the streets tonight, baby. Listen, let me tell you something about Philly vegan, okay? Another one of the things that I truly, truly missed after becoming, you know, vegetarian, was a good old steak and cheese. Excuse me. See, I tried several steak and cheese one night, and I'm telling you just a tad bit of a story. I tried one vegan steak and cheese somewhere else, like a year into me being vegetarian, baby, and I was like, I would never eat it again. I guess I would never have steak and cheese again. But when I heard on the streets, and I heard it from someone who wasn't even vegan, take my word. You can ask anybody in the Richmond area, whether they're vegan or not, And if they've experienced Philly vegan, they would tell you, watch the cord. They would tell you that I ain't lying. Okay? They are going to tell you to take your non-vegan stuff up Hall Street, y'all. What is this? Lord have mercy. Okay, I'm trying to see the address here. And production done messed up the address, y'all. They on Hall Street, Richmond, Virginia. Okay. They are a block away from the Kroger spot on Hall Street. Okay. Now, when you go up in there, you gotta get the steak and cheese supreme. Now, the steak and cheese, I'm trying to listen to me. You understand what I'm saying? Listen to me. You can try the burger. You can try the chicken sandwich. You can try all this stuff. You can try the French fries. You can try the shakes. They have all of this that I'm saying. You can try all of that stuff if you want to. I'm not shaming the apple pie rolls, the apple fritter, whatever you want to try out of this store. But if you leave there without trying the steak and cheese, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life until you go back. So I'm telling you what's good for you. If you want to try a vegan steak and cheese that would have you say, "Ooh, this is better than with the real steak and cheese," no cap. You may be sitting here, you may be looking at me, you probably, she dragging it. I'm not though. I'm not. I really, really want you to go to Philly Vegan and get their steak and cheese supreme. Now, it comes with mushrooms, right? I'm not a mushrooms girl. Not a mushrooms girl at all. Okay, so I say no mushrooms, extra meat. Now, they're gonna charge a little fee for the extra meat, but it's worth it. Take my word. And they're gonna fix it up. I was getting ready to give you the visual picture, just popped up in my head, my mouth watering a little bit. But so excuse me. Go to Philly Vegan and order that supreme chicken. And don't get no French fry. Don't be basic. Because I can say that because I love me a good fry. Shout out to B Sounds, right? The ADHD bandit, okay? Because when he DJing somewhere, he used to be DJing somewhere, he said, "Zavi, you want to come hang out with me?" And I go hang out with him, and I'm fine at the bar with some French fries. You know, give me a Malibu pineapple, light on the juice. Give me one of those and give me a batch of French fries, and I'm fine. I'm your best friend. I don't need all that other stuff. I'm a French fry girl. But don't you go to Philly Vegan and get no French fries. You hear me? Looking at both of these cameras. Get the O-rings, baby. Get the O-rings. The O-rings so good that once upon a time, they didn't have them for a week. We bought them out. Everybody who knows something about Philly Vegan was like, "You won't get no O-rings this week." And they had to apologize so bad. And then they had this what is it? This sauce. I don't want to mess the sauce up. It's kind of sweet, kind of hot. Tell them that Zabi said that. And then they know exactly what you're talking about. It's amazing. It's amazing, y'all. Okay, and something special about Philly Vegan. I know I done went on and on and on. I spent so many minutes on Philly Vegan, y'all. That's because that's a spot. But let me tell you something. Philly Vegan has this. They dedicate a Thursday of the month. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's once a month, and it's a pay as you can Thursday. So what they do is they support the community by giving back in this way. So they have a select list of items. And if you go in there and you pick from this select list of items and you can pay what you can. Seriously. If you got $1.50 in your pocket, you got 50 cents in your pocket. Whatever the case may be, you can pay what you can on this select items on this list. I'm not here to tell you that this Philly Steak Supreme is on there. I'd be lying if I said that. However, you might be able to try something that is close to, that steak and cheese. But ultimately, it's going to have, the list is going to be filled with a few select items. And I love that for them. I love that for us, our people, of course. So check out Philly Vegan. Sow into their mission. Tell them Zabi sent you. Now you won't get no discount because we ain't there yet. Let me finish working on that. But definitely they'll be like, "Oh, Zabi, okay," and they'll love on you. They're gonna love on you regardless. But I'm just saying though, I digress. All right, check out Philly Vegan. So y'all, those were our vegan eats at Talk of the Streets. Okay, this week. Try them, my geese. If you like them, okay. Comment down below on our social pages. Hit us up in the inbox. Send us an email again at Talk of the Streets TV Talk of the Streets TV with a Z at gmail.com, y'all. Let us know if you've checked out some of these, the guests that we've had on the show, some of the events, business owners, community leaders, artists. Let us know if you check them out. Again, if you are a owner, artist, or community leader yourself, make sure that you hit us up so we can show you off, okay? We definitely want to get you out here on Talk of the Streets, okay? So, listen, I also wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of this activity that we have been having out here in the streets, okay? So one of the events that went on a couple weeks ago, thank you, Holy Spirit, okay? In Florida. All right. Jacksonville, Florida. We had 3 people dead after gunmen targeted Black people in Jacksonville, Florida, officials say. So I was checking out Dr. Umar Johnson's page, and he said, this is exactly why I didn't celebrate the Alabama brawl. There's nothing to celebrate until the war's won. We hit a few of them with chairs and punches, but he just snatched 3 of our lives. Get serious and stop joking around. Carry your at all times, okay? That's important to me because, as it was a lot going on. It really was, during that time when the brawl took place. And although, a piece of me, I'd be remiss to say that a piece of me was not like, okay, I see us sticking together. But the other side of me was like, how is this going to affect our people? Because it wasn't enough people, it wasn't enough unity taking place outside of that brawl, right? And it's more things that we need to be focused on other than a chair. And I know some people right now be, Zavi. No, I'm serious, right? Because soon after, like a couple of weeks after, our brothers in one of the Alabama state prisons were being mistreated. Now, some may say that it was a coincidence that these things happened, right? That those things took place. But I don't believe in coincidences. I think that this was in direct contact and a response to what took place at Alabama a few weeks prior. See, it's situations like that I have to, and I don't watch too much news. I don't watch it at all. I don't even have a TV in my room. Okay, haven't had a TV in my room in years. For real, it's probably been like 2-3 years now. But what happens is that I do catch a lot of conversations. When it's time for me to hear something, if the Most High wants me to, be aware of something that's going on in mainstream media, I'm there and I tap in and I'm like, okay, God, and then I receive the download and I deliver it to the people that God needed to deliver it to, right? So that was one of the things that caught my eye, and I don't like it. So I need us to be I need us to think a little more deeply on the events of the world, especially in this time right now where things are just going crazy. It's haywire out here in these streets, y'all. And we need to bind together to have more unity in our communities, right, in our minority communities, for our people. We need to start thinking about, getting free. I know that if you've been watching me for a while, I have a few different shows that I do. One is Bible Study in the Hood, y'all. Let us bless you, okay? On Bible Study in the Hood. And a couple of seasons ago, probably like 2 years ago now, during the pandemic. Woo, that's been a long time now, right? It's time to flew. But anyway, I had King Shaw. King Shaw was one of my guests, and he was talking about becoming free, right? Free meaning free as a people, and free as an acronym. It's farming, it's real estate, it's economics, it is the other E, I forgot, Lord forgive me. But this is how we become free. So I'm not saying we need to unify in terms of being violent and fighting back. What are the solutions, right? What are we going to do as a community? It's enough talking about the problem, and I talk about this with my husband all the time. We can identify a problem because a problem is a problem. A problem brings chaos, but it's easy to see that. So what we need to focus on, my opinion, is that we need to focus more on the solution. What are the solutions, right? And we also got to stop thinking that we're going to reconstruct a system that was never built for us in the first place. We are going to have to make sure that we put in place our own structures, right? Things that benefit us as a nation, okay? So I'm gonna get off my soapbox for a minute. I'll be back on it though. Hold on. So this next piece of information that I wanted to share with you all, and this is the Streetz Eye View, y'all. I always want to bring y'all a Streetz Eye View here on this on this show, whether it's by sharing individuals' videos that they send to me to share on the channel that gives you a deeper insight, things that our normal news won't deliver. This news station is definitely going to deliver it to you. Okay, you don't ever have to worry about that. I'm gonna do what I've been called to do, and I'll do it in a respectful way because I don't like to focus on the problem. I'm here for the solution all day long, baby. Okay, but the next situation that I want to focus on is how a Mississippi officer was fired after arresting a 10-year-old boy for peeing behind a car. A 10-year-old boy for peeing behind a car. A 10-year-old boy for peeing behind a car. Okay, so the Mississippi mother speaks out after her son was taken into custody for peeing behind her car. Okay, why would you arrest a 10-year-old kid, she said. So here's the thing. My problem with that is that this child could possibly suffer psychological abuse because of what happened to him. Now, how many of us have sons and even women, right? Sometimes we're in situations where we got to take a leak. We need to use the bathroom. You feel what I'm saying? And even at 10 years old, these children have children bladders. So this is what I don't like. And I also saw a similar story like this a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, let's focus on this. Oh, no, I'm going to bring it up. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So this other little boy, he was about 12, black boy. He was about 12 years old. He was in his complex. His parents told him to go take out the trash. He goes to take out the trash. Seconds later, police cars swarm him and arrest him because he fits the description of something. Little boy was shaking in his boots, okay? And here's what's happening, okay? So these two young men in particular were absolutely doing nothing. And to have this type of situation happen to you brings on emotional trauma, psychological trauma, physical trauma. It damages, it damages your ego. It bruises you in so many different ways. And I just don't think that it's okay to give it I'm sorry, and you can go on about your business. I really believe that things need to be in place for situations like this so they can be handled on a much heavier scale than what they're being handled on. I don't like it one bit. It reminds me a lot of the school to prison pipeline. It do. It does. I said it. You heard it here. It's Talking Streetz Eye View. And that's another thing as well, right? I am an advocate for education. I am an advocate for, educating our people. But at the same time, the way that they are being groomed to later go into this system of whether it's a system of workforce bondage, okay, or it's a system of the prison system, whatever the case may be, they are grooming the children through this school pipeline with everything you see, from the clear book bags to the school bell ringing till you only get 30 minutes for lunch till you walking in a single file line, to all of these things that appear to seem as structured, but really they're being groomed for something else, and I don't like it. This is Talk of the Streets, y'all. Listen, the next thing, I want to give a shout out to these amazing ladies, in particular, Ariane Simone. She was on CBS Morning show, right? And she was responding to a racial discrimination lawsuit brought against the Venture Capital Fund by a nonprofit group led by conservative activists. So here's the thing. She said, we are not scared, we are fearless. Stop playing on me. The Fearless Fund, okay? This is a grant program for Black women sued for racial discrimination. This is a lawsuit brought on by conservative activists. And thank you, sir. And this is how you can help, okay? So you can help by continuing to support the grant program, to continue to support this lady and her attempt to bring the women of the Black community a grant that is specifically for them because of how underprivileged we are as Black business owners, as Black women, in terms of receiving grants or any type of funding. What you can do is help this lady raise awareness to, one, this lawsuit. Of course, let's stand by her, be at her side. Tell me what time it is. If I can get there, I'll be in the courtroom with her. Number two, make sure that you spread the word about this grant. It is an opportunity for women who look like me, women who were raised like me, women who have dreams and goals and desires like me. This opportunity is for you. Okay, so make sure that you support it, make sure that you share it, make sure that you get it out there, make sure that you do. And we're going to do our thing here on Talk of the Street Entertainment as well. Okay, so listen, as we come to an end of our show, y'all, I want to make sure it's been great here with y'all this evening, y'all. I want to make sure that you take advantage, number one, of the opportunity of being here on Talk of the Street Entertainment Network. All right, I want to make sure that even if you don't want to, or you don't have anything that you would like to show off here on Talk of the Streets, I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to send us any news that you think is necessary for us to share with our viewers, share with our community. To echo off of our interviewee that we had here earlier during the show. Again, shout out to Groundhog ENT. You know, I know a lot of people out there who are watching, who have been watching us over the years. As I mentioned a couple of shows back, it has been a pleasure to serve and to show off a lot of, my Richmond, Virginia locals in terms of business, artists, and community leadership. I've did over 25 interviews in the last past years just off of the Richmond natives alone. And I know, it's a lot of folks may not comment, may not share, may not do a lot of things, but I'm not focused on that. I'm here to do a service. I'm here I'm motivated by God. I'm here to speak and bring you the news, in the best way that I can and how I know how. And I just want to thank you for being a part of the mission here, right? To increase self-determination, productivity, and profitability within the minority communities. My mission is to travel to minority communities across the world. And while I'm here in Richmond, and any time that I'm available, if I have a camera, you have a camera, especially if you have a purpose. If it ain't purpose, it ain't working, okay? And definitely, again, shout out to Mr. Joe Taylor here with the Richmond Community Access Network for their dedicated service to provide a platform for talk shows like mine, where we can occupy space and reach viewers like you, okay? Shout out to the other creators on this network. I wish you well and great work thus far, okay? This channel is live for the next few Mondays here on Comcast 95 and Verizon 36 until our next season here on this channel, but we are continuously live. You can find out and stay connected to every Monday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on talkofthestreets.net. That's talkofthestreets with a Z.net. Again, listen, we're always live with community leaders and local information with small breaks in between. So stay connected for a show, an event, or special cause near you, y'all. Again, I am Zavi D. Morgan. This is Talking Streets Entertainment, and I'll see you next week. Peace.
We got the scoop that you want and got the platform you need. You bought your
Thank y'all for
passion,
tuning
making it happen, so
in.
you off in these streets. Talk of the streets.
We'll be
Streets
back
talk of the
next
streets.
week,
It's the
y'all.
talk of the streets. Streets talk for
If
the
you have
streets.
something you would like to show off, make sure that you do so.
You bought your purpose, make it work. The faith's the only thing you need. It's the
Shout out
talk
to
of the
King
streets.
Quint to tune in tonight.
It's the talk of the streets. It's the talk of the streets.
Yes.
One of the best you can make. Community conversation.
Ain't nobody fooling with King Quint tonight, y'all. Peace out, and I'll talk to you next week, y'all. I love you. Make sure you share this with somebody who may need to check it out. Peace.